Hey everybody, I'm Chris with Maui Forest Bird Recovery Project. I'm here with my lovely friend, this little ohia seedling, to show you how to plant a native Hawaiian plant, a native Hawaiian seedling from a dibble. And so here we've got a nice hole dug by an auger. So you've got this nice fluffy ring of soil around the top. So the first thing you want to do, because you want to preserve this soil, is to move the soil back so it doesn't just immediately fall into the hole. Then, if you see inside the dibble, that's what this yellow cone is called, the soil level is just a little bit lower. And so I'm going to measure the depth of the hole, and I want the line of the soil inside the dibble to level up to the level of the soil in the ground. So I place the dibble in here, and I can see that it's a little deep. And so I'm going to put a little bit of soil in and pack it down, a little bit more soil and pack it down. Now I've got a good depth. And so now I'm going to remove the seedling from the dibble. And you can do that. You want to be very careful because in general these plants have very sensitive roots. And so we gently roll or squeeze, not too hard. We're just releasing the soil from the dibble itself. And then I'm going to take my trowel, place it on the edge of the dibble, and give it a couple taps. I place it there first so that I don't start back here and accidentally chop the plant. And then you can already tell that it kind of jumped out. If I pull very gently, this comes out with almost no effort. If it was still stuck, as sometimes happens, you start the whole process over again. So now I take my plant out, I can disregard the dibble, and here we've got a nice carrot shape of the soil and the root system. And we want to try to not touch this as best we can. I'm going to place this up against one side of the hole, and I'm only gently holding it with my fingers here, sort of floating it exactly where I want it to be in depth. And then I put a little bit of soil in and I pack it down. So the mantra the whole time you're doing this is air kills roots. And so I want to make sure there's no air pocket in the side of this plant. So I put a little soil in, pack it down, a little more, pack it down. And with my left hand I'm holding the plant still in place, but at this point I don't really need to because it's nice and packed in there. And so I keep packing soil in all around the plant, and now I'm pushing against the soil, not the soil that was in the dibble that the plant is growing out of. So I'm pushing against the soil next to it. So I'm packing the soil up to it. And so you can use a fair amount of force to push up against that, but you don't want to push down on the top of those roots, those fine roots at the top of the soil. And then, when I'm done there, I level out the soil. And then I'm going to take some dead grass, this dead grass stuff, and I'm going to mulch around the plant. And what this does is prevent desiccation of the soil just from the sunlight, so it retains moisture around the plant. And it also hopefully will prevent weeds from becoming established right next to our nice plant. So there we go. A nice planted ohia seedling. Live long and prosper, little buddy.